Welcome back. Two controversial tweets leading Champion Sports Apparel to end its endorsement deal with Pittsburgh Steelers running back Rashard Mendenhall. About bin Laden, he wrote, quote, "What kind of person celebrates death? It's amazing how people can hate a man they've never even heard speak. We've only heard one side." And about 9/11, we'll never know what really happened. I just have a hard time believing a plane could take down a skyscraper demolition style. Now, Mendenhall is suing for breach of contract. Does he have a case? Here's the statement from Champion, quote, while we respect Mr. Mendenhall's right to express sincere thoughts regarding potentially controversial subjects, we no longer believe that he can appropriately represent Champion. Does it come down to a morals clause, Seth? And do they have the right to let him go? Will it hold up?
They do, and I respectfully disagree with Doug. It will hold up. He will get tackled and lose this case. The contract was amended last August to broaden the morals clause. Doug's right, it does have that phrase, but it also involves things involving public disrepute, and it shifts the complete final conclusive determination of whether there's a breach or not to the company. A federal court will not step in and substitute its own private judgment for that of a company in terms of whether or not he signed away his right. He stipulated to this procedure, and therefore he's going to lose this case. They'll probably file a motion for summary judgment, and there's no way that he's going to be able to get over this clause. He signed it. He stipulated to it. It's his deal.
Doug, your reaction?
Yeah, no. But Seth, with all due respect, there's a question of fact, in my opinion at least, as to whether or not he, quote unquote, offended the majority of the consuming public. I mean, how do you define the consuming public? The majority is easy. It's obviously more than 50%. But I think it may be more of a horse race. So I'll tell you what, Seth, when I first looked at it, I agreed with you, and then I changed my opinion because I felt that, you know, not to get on a soapbox, but the more controversial the statement, the more we believe in the principle that you can utter it.
And Seth,
basically.
I'll give you the last word. How would you prove that a majority are offended?
Well, by making 2 points. One, that's not the whole clause. There's other parts that talk about public disrepute, so it's beyond that. And two, I would say that when I amended the contract with him last summer, I gave final conclusive determination on my decision. And since that's the deal that he signed, my decision is the company of the one controls, not the one from Mendenhall and not a federal judge.
All right, gentlemen, thank you, Doug and Seth. Good debate. We want to hear from you folks. Should they be able to fire Rashard Mendenhall? Get me on Twitter at FoxDaveBridge.